Apple didn't just become the world's most valuable company. It fought a silent war. A war where competitors weren't just beaten. They were erased. This is the story of how Apple turned innovation into domination. In the early 2000s, the tech world looked very different. Microsoft was king. Nokia ruled mobile phones. BlackBerry controlled business communication. And Apple? Apple was struggling. After years of decline, it was seen as a dying company. But behind the scenes, something dangerous was brewing. A vision. A strategy. A comeback no one saw coming. When Steve Jobs returned to Apple, everything changed. He didn't just want to compete. He wanted control. Control over hardware. Control over software. Control over the entire user experience. While other companies focused on selling products, Apple focused on building an ecosystem. And that decision started a war. The first attack came with the iPod. It wasn't just a music player. It was a revolution. 1,000 songs in your pocket. Simple. Powerful. Addictive. And then came iTunes. Apple didn't just sell devices. It controlled how people consumed music. Competitors tried to copy. But they were already too late. Then came 2007. The moment that changed everything. The iPhone. It wasn't just a phone. It was a computer in your pocket. Touch screen. No keyboard. A completely new experience. And suddenly, Nokia looked outdated. BlackBerry looked slow. Every competitor looked old. Nokia ignored the change. They believed their dominance would last forever. It didn't. BlackBerry stuck to keyboards. While the world moved to touch. They disappeared. One by one. Apple didn't just win. It made its competitors irrelevant. But then, a new challenger appeared. Android. Backed by Google. Cheap. Flexible. Everywhere. This was the biggest threat Apple had ever faced. And this time, the war was brutal. Asterisk. Instead of going cheap, Apple went premium. Instead of going wide, Apple went deep. It built a closed ecosystem. iPhone plus iOS plus App Store plus Mac plus iCloud. Everything connected. Everything controlled. Once you entered Apple's world, leaving became difficult. That wasn't luck. That was strategy. Years passed. Competitors kept fighting. But Apple kept evolving. Faster chips. Better design. Stronger brand. And then, it happened. Apple became the first trillion-dollar company. A company once close to bankruptcy. Now controlling the future of tech. Today, Apple isn't just a company. It's a power system. Millions of loyal users. Billions in profit. A brand people trust blindly. And the craziest part? People don't just buy Apple products. They believe in them. Apple's story teaches one brutal truth. Winning isn't about being first. It's about being different. While others competed, Apple redefined the game. While others followed trends, Apple created them. And in the end, it didn't just build products. It built an empire. Because in business, the biggest victories aren't loud. They're silent, strategic, and absolutely unstoppable.